Okay, so we're now logging into Cloudflare. Maybe we'll just purchase a name from here. What do you think? They have good prices here. Have you checked?
Sure. Let's have a look.
Let's just do it quick. Because that'd be very, that'd save them if they're completely new. They come here, look for domain name. Let's go try.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a .com. They could just go for one of the cheap ones.
Yeah, whatever. They can get whatever they want. Let's see here. A Bonanza dot. Whatever. Let's get something that was cheap. $7.50. Boom. Let's get that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great. Look how easy that is. Putting information here. That works. But United States. Number, what does that mean? My phone number? No.
Yeah. Telephone number, I guess. Oh, no, this number's above.
Extension was what? Like if you have multiple phones in an office?
Yeah, I don't know. But
I think that's what I mean.
Yeah, you might have to call the extension before you get through or something.
United States. Okay. And my address? No, that's the wrong address. This is my legal address. It's Phoenix, Arizona. Also code. Don't know. That is definitely valid. We talked about. Okay, so that's everything. We filled out a blue information. $7.50 a year. We pick a way to pay. Oh, there you go. Okay, so we got a domain name. Great. So that's the first step. We now have a domain name. What I think we'll do for now is we're going to go ahead and hop over to Hostinger. Mm-hmm. And if you have a friend or something that has Hostinger, you can ask them for a referral code. That way they'll get credit for your purchase. We'll get show your purchase.
I think I've got one.
Yeah, so you'll just go ahead. You'll make a new account. I have accounts. Actually, maybe let's just make a new account just for fun. So I'll make a new account. I'll use which email? Let's use this one. Okay, we're making a new account in Hostinger. Take a second to load up. All right. So you have a couple options here. I'm sure you, like Paul's already, I think, looked a little bit at this. You want to go into VPS here on the left navigation. Mm-hmm. You see all the options here. Yeah. We want the KVM. That's basically their server VPS as opposed to a game panel. So you click that for setup.
Yeah, I think there's like an easier method, and then there's a little bit more complicated, but the recommended method would be, as you said, getting it installed with Coolify.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on like scenarios and stuff like that. The first choice you'll have is your server location. It's ideal to get something with the best latency because you'll be the one using the server the most.
Yeah.
But if I guess all your customers is one region, it might be even an idea if they're accessing the server to tolerate a little bit slower performance on your end and locating it near your customers. That might be a consideration. And you could, one option is just to have this VPS dedicated N8N install. Yeah. So you type N8N right there, you select N8N, and this server will be basically just to run N8N and nothing else.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Show two methods. One would be the very easy method, which would be, just choose N8N, install that, and you're ready to go. But the recommended method would be the one you mentioned, go for Coolify, and get that working.
Yeah, so I personally, Coolify is my favorite, and it's basically a Docker system where you do one-click installs of a bunch of open source apps, including N8N, including Flowwise, including NoCodeDB, including all sorts of goodies. So it's like, if you had one choice, I would choose Coolify. Yeah. Yeah, so we're picking Coolify. Everything was good, or go to next. Okay, you have to pick a root password. This would be ideal in the future. We're not going to do this now. You can set it up later, but you'll want to make sure you have very, very strong, secure password because this is root access to your server. Yeah. Right. So I'm going to be saving that.
I'm going to use at least 15, sometimes 20.
Now, when you have that saved, no, don't install this. This gives you, this is nonsense, as we said. It gives you false positives and makes you think that things are wrong when they aren't.
Okay.
If you're looking for malware, like there's options to explore, but don't use the one they give you. Okay, so the next, you picked a really strong password. You have it saved, secured. If you want SSH, you could do it here, but otherwise you would do it later. And I do suggest unselecting this. And then now's your choice for what kind of build you have. For Coolify, I suggest at least KVM2. And KVM2 is often good enough for most situations. If you find you start building you're putting a lot of stuff on there and starting to slow down or whatever, need more resources, it is actually pretty easy to do an upgrade.
Okay.
Another thing to note is if you want to give commission if you did use an affiliate link to go into Hostinger, and you want to give the commission, then you have to purchase at least a year. So just be aware of that. So we're going to select this. I'm going to do 1 month because I'm probably just going to throw this account away for after this. One server, and then we click choose payment method.
Well, I was thinking perhaps have like a flow chart. So yeah, have you got a domain? Yes, then go this route. Is it on Cloudflare? Yes, then go here. If it's not on Cloudflare, stick it on Cloudflare. And then just have the different routes for setting up.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we'll pick a way to pay. I'm just going to use the same card.
Mac, you can quite easily run out.
Fidel. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Okay, you can leave a rating if you want. It says it takes about 10 minutes. I don't think it usually takes that long. But you can go ahead, go to VPS management page from here. This status will turn into running when it's actually ready. But what we do want to get right now is this, right? We're just going to go ahead and grab that. And we go back to our brand new domain name here, right? I'm going to manage domain. Okay, and then we can go to DNS settings. Wow, they changed the, where is the DNS? Okay, so we'll go over here and see. I'm used to seeing it up here.
You've got quick action update DNS configuration on the right hand side.
Yeah. See now there's the DNS. I'm seeing it there now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So here it's already pointed to, obviously, because we bought it from Cloudflare, it's already pointed to the correct name servers. Yeah. And all we're doing here is we're adding a new record. It's going to be a record. We're going to be putting the name of the subdomain. So we'll put, I don't know, let's put N8N. No, sorry. We have to do Coolify first. Start with Coolify. Put this right here. This is auto, and then you're going to click save. Bada bing, bada boom. That should be
right. Yeah, my guess if you do it this way, that'd be pretty quick with the DNS, even if you bought the domain, but you'd have to see.
Yeah, it probably would be, I imagine. You would then go to TLS. You want to make sure this is full. So you want to click configure. You want to make sure this is on full. Click save. We're forcing, basically what we're doing here is we're forcing the secure protocol.
Yeah. HTTPS.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So that should be ready. You're going to go back here, check this. So many, there's so many different options. Basically what you want to do, let's say you just go to ChatGPT. You want to figure out what your platform is and just ask really simply, I'm on GoDaddy. How do I change?
I'm not seeing that screen, by the way. I don't see it.
Oh, you're not seeing it? What do you see?
I'll see it now, yeah.
Yeah. You'll see it now, yeah, just a little while.
So you go to like ChatGPT or whatever and just say, I'm on GoDaddy, whatever your registrar is for your domain name. How do I change my name servers? Just that's it. Because that's all you need to do is you need to change your name servers to Cloudflare.
Yeah, you can also use Google AI Student, just share your screen there and talk me through it.
Yeah, whatever your technique is. You just want, all you have to do is make sure you change your name servers.
Yeah.
Very
And
common.
I'll probably go through that step anyway, Max. So yeah, I've done it before. So yeah, basically you put your domain into here, and then it will give you 2 domain servers, and then yeah, you go and change your name servers. So I can show you how to do it on GoDaddy on my side.
Yeah, exactly. When you're setting up you'll add a new domain here. Like if it's on a different website, you just go from the homepage, you say add a domain. You can say whatever it is, blah, org. You just continue. And it'll tell you what to do. And then it'll tell you which name servers to use.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it even has like different help pages for different providers as well on this one.
Yeah.
Just go through.
Just get the free plan. It'll be paid at this stage. And yeah, so and the reason you're picking Cloudflare is because it is a sort of intermediary. Instead of like showing here's my IP address to the world, you're having things go through Cloudflare and then to your server.
Yeah, and it's got backups as well. So if one DNS server's down, so if you just had on yours, then yeah, your domain server could go down, you'd be stuffed. Whereas this has got multiple domain servers, and also it's quick. If you do an update here, then it just takes minutes. Whereas quite often on domain servers, you might wait an hour or more.
Yeah,
only on TLS.
Yes, and Cloudflare is also a CDN, content distribution network, which means it'll try to deliver the content in a region closer to the person requesting the content. Mm-hmm. So we'll continue activation, confirm, and you'll see right here, you'll get name servers that you have to change your name servers to. So I'd grab these and go to GoDaddy, follow the instructions or whatever, wherever your domain name is, and just change the name servers that way. At that stage, there'd likely be propagation. They say up to, I think, 24 hours, as they say. Yeah. I've seen numbers as up to 48 hours.
I'll document this today in the group so people have got a bit of time between now and Saturday to get the thing set up. It's probably not the end of the world if it's not set up. You probably can run it with an IP address until it's propagated. But
right, we could help people after the fact too. So now you can see our VPS is running. You can manage it. We'll go. Let's skip this. Go to your manage panel. That will go into your Coolify via the IP address. And we don't want that, right? Because that's less secure. So we'll be changing that. But you'll be creating an account, or just you create your account, create a password, generate a password. Yeah, save that. And then register. Skip onboarding. I mean, unless you want to do it, you can do onboarding. And I guess I will say for the next session, you go to settings, maybe do it now. You put in your new domain here. So it'd be HTTPS. I put coolify.ai with apex.com. It is optional. You can put a name if you want. And I think that's all we need to do here. Except to close, get rid of this. And we'll click save, which is up here. You're expecting it to be on the bottom, or I am, but it's up here. And as soon as it propagates, you would be able to log onto your server by typing Coolify.
You might find it works already if you're on Cloudflare. Yeah, let's see.
Zo.com. Oh, I set the wrong. It's AI bonanza.org, right?
Yeah, I suspect it's you got a bit cheaper, so probably not .com.
I think that's
another thing fun. I think on Namecheap you can pay about $8 or something for .com's most.
You see, now I have a secure connection under my domain name to Coolify.
And that's over advantage Cloudflare. Yeah, you've got like HTTPS without having to worry about installing SSL certificates, all that sort of stuff.
Right, and if you have a password system, you'd actually have to go in because before it was saved under the domain name. Mm-hmm. Right, so we'll look for what did I put? It was gosh, here I'll have to go here to get the.
What was your one called? Was it Dashlane? I saw.
Yeah, I think it'll be easier to find this way. So find that. Boom. Right. You have to change this to the right new address. Otherwise, it's not going to recognize your password. Okay, this is what's changed right here. It's HTTPS. It would be coolify.aibonanza.org.
The alternative approach on Saturday would be to just run this stage and then have another session where we do the next stage. So there's 2 ways you could do it.
Yeah, I guess it'd be up to you how to set up. See, now I could log in, Coolify, everything's. So the next step would be doing a very similar process, but then also just installing the individual apps. Once you're into Coolify, so you should be behind your new subdomain. Everything's working great. So you go to projects. You want to add a new project. A project, this is kind of like folders. So you could think of this as a folder. So I want to say, like, you could organize things however you want. Like you have databases in one folder or individual projects for clients in one folder, whatever type of setup you want. I'm going to call this my, let's just say my N8 N setup system, whatever. Continue. Then you get it now. You have projects and you have this folder, right? And let's add one different project for, I'm going to have a MongoDB folder, whatever. I'm just making this up, right? It's not official. Right, and you'll see there's N8 system. There's the Mongo folder. Right? Then you're going to add a new resource. And you see here, this is the fun part. This is like the cool goodies. You see all the services you have access to here. And you can see that, like, there's all open source stuff you can install on your server now.
Yeah.
And each one will be installed in its own enclosed, like its own Docker, which means it'll be isolated, hopefully. And you could assign like limitations to its resource consumption. It's a really great platform. Coolify is very, but yeah, N8N. So you just have N8N. You want to get with PostgreSQL. That'll be, so the, like, N8N with a database, then the default one that comes with. So you want to go with that one.
Yep.
You want to name it whatever you want, like N8N, like Postgres maybe. You don't have to worry about these values. It's going to set it up for you. We are going to save that real quick. Oh no, you'll get. So you click here.
So yeah, I think the only thing before Saturday would be if people have got, people haven't got a domain, or if they've got a domain that's not on Cloudflare, then we can just recommend they get it over to Cloudflare ahead of time. I can do a quick video on that as well.
Bonanza.org, right? We'll just call this the N8N settings. Click save there. And again, this is very similar as before. We're going to go back over here, go to our domain name, which is not this fake one I just made up over here. And we can go to AI Bonanza. Same thing, DNS. But
Just give me a second. It's just not dated yet. It's there. Yeah, we're right now.
oh, apologies. Okay, so again, let's say you're at your homepage on Cloudflare. You would just look for your domain name that we set up.
Yeah.
So you set up aibonanza.org, so I'll click on that. I'm moving faster than it loads, I bet.
Yeah, is it?
Because so now we're on our domain name. We're going to go ahead.
Yeah.
Either you could go over here to DNS,
Yeah.
or you could go over here to DNS. I'm used to going over here for DNS. So click on DNS. And very similar to how we did Coolify, we're going to create record, add record. We're going to type N8N. We're going to go ahead and grab this same IP address because that's pointing to your Coolify server. Click save. And then N8N should be here. And it might, I don't remember if it's propagation or not, but you would then set this again if you didn't see it.
It's pretty instant, yeah, with Cloudflare.
If you didn't see it, you would be here in general. Down here to services, you want to go to N8N, would be the top one right here. You'll click settings. Then you put the address here of your domain name, n8n.aibonanza.org. Right? And then we just have to make sure we deploy this now. So up here at the top right is deploy. You click deploy. And this is going to go ahead and grab the image. It's going to deploy it into the Docker, download everything, extract everything. It does it pretty quick. It takes like just a minute or two.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to check if everything's working. And that's basically the process. That's exactly how you do it. Deploy all the different apps that are on there.
And is there anything firewall related or anything you need to set up for things like webhooks?
Say it again.
Is there anything like firewalls you need to set up for webhooks, or does it just work out of the box?
No, I mean, it's running through Cloudflare. It's running through your domain name.
Yep.
And then it'll have, it's pre-set up basically.
You say you have to pay for Coolify. I seem to think there was a free version and a paid version.
It's free. Coolify is free. It's open source. So you'll see, once you see that Postgres and N8N are started, then you know it's done. You can close this. You'll see a health status up here. If it doesn't say healthy, you might just have to click refresh. And sometimes it might take a few minutes, but then you go to links. You click on here. And assuming you had followed the instructions, look at that. I have N8N ready to go. Okay. Oh, whatever. You pick these options, whatever you want.
You have to get a license, don't you, as I recall, for N8N as well?
Yeah, it actually, so you see it says here for free forever.
Yeah.
You just send this, send me your free license key. Right. And then it should appear in your mail. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I'm going to add this to my safe sender list. I'm going to grab this license key. Although I think if you click that button, you don't even need to copy it, but just in case, click this button. Boom. Once it says you're registered, you're done. You have the community license. Piece of cake, right?
Yep, sounds good. And any gotchas we should be aware of?
Say it again?
Any gotchas or things that might go wrong?
Yeah. But I think it's one of those things like we'd have to, you might have to address after the call, because it can, when it comes to servers, most common things that people forgot to set, they set their full SSL. That's a very common thing. They didn't copy the IP address correctly onto Cloudflare. You have to make sure it's HTTPS when you're putting the addresses, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a webhook here. And let's see if everything's working. Let's just go ahead and do an HTTP. We'll do a post. Test our webhook right here. Send body. Say test. And what was this? Yes. No, we don't want those connected. That would not make sense at all. And we'll just go ahead and test this real quick. You can see. Look at that. My book's working. Good stuff. Perfect, right?
Yeah. So it's all nice and quick.